Hello! Good day, everyone. I'm Animel, your professor for chemistry today, who always says, try and try until you die. Now, our topic for today is all about chemical bonds. But before we discuss everything, you need to have these following materials first. First off, of course, you need a periodic table, a ball pen or a pen, and a paper so that you can have something to write on, since you need this information to understand furthermore the other subjects. Now, let's start with defining chemical bonds. It refers to the force that holds together two atoms in a molecule. It may be formed either by the transfer of electrons from one atom to another or by sharing of electrons. Now, we have different types of bonds. There are three of them. First of all, we have the ionic bond, which takes place when an atom gives up an electron or transfers an electron to create salts. It usually takes place in metals and nonmetals. Remember that metals belong to the S and D block of the periodic table, while the nonmetals belong to the P block of the periodic table. Now, here's an example. Our legend is blue for the metals and green for the nonmetals. Our first element is sodium, which is a metal, and chlorine, which is a nonmetal. It is read as sodium chloride. So, a bond between them, a metal and a nonmetal, makes a ionic bond. Next off is the second one, the covalent bond. It takes place when two atoms in a molecule are held together by the sharing of electrons. It usually happens in between nonmetals, both nonmetals. There are two types of covalent bonds, the NPC or nonpolar covalent, which is the equal sharing of electrons, and the PC or polar covalent, which is the unequal sharing of electrons. Now, here is our example for covalent bonds, which is the H2. Hydrogen itself is a nonmetal, though it doesn't belong to the P block. Now, hydrogen bonding to itself is already considered a covalent bond. Now, let's have more type, which is the metallic bond. It is a bond between two metals, which usually belongs to the S and D block of the periodic table. Now, here's an example for a metallic bond, which is the sodium and potassium. Since both of them are metals, they can be considered as a metallic bond. Now, to test your skills, next up is the sodium iodide. What is a sodium iodide? Covalent, ionic, or metallic? It is ionic. Very good. Now, let's have it as an example. It is ionic since sodium is a member of the S block while I is from the P block. Oh my gosh, what is that? What is that? Oh my gosh.